Hashtag AI wealth distribution pattern. Everyone sees the money flooding into AI, but nobody's asking the right question. Who actually keeps it? I've watched 3 platform waves hit the enterprise. The pattern is always the same. Here's what the data from the last 20 years shows. Every platform economy, search, social, cloud, started with a feeding frenzy. Thousands of players, endless opportunity. Then the math kicked in. Winner take most. A few captured everything. The rest fought over scraps. It's happening again right now. So here's the question nobody's asking. When a new platform arrives, who actually wins? The platform builders or the people who build on top of it? Everyone assumes it's the platform. OpenAI, Anthropic, Google. But history tells a different story. Look at what happened with every major platform over the last 20 years. The ones who got rich weren't always the ones who built the rails. They were the ones who built the trains. There's an iron law to platform economics. I call it the tenant rule. The platform is the landlord. They pour the foundation, build the structure. But for the building to survive, the tenants, the builders, the creators, the users must collectively generate far more value than the platform extracts in rent. If they don't, the math breaks. Everyone leaves. The ecosystem has to create an economy vastly larger than the platform itself captures. That's not philosophy. That's survival. Now let's look at the numbers. Look at YouTube versus Netflix. YouTube crossed 60 billion in 2025, more than Netflix. Netflix spends billions creating shows. YouTube just provides the plumbing. But here's the thing, that's 60 billion, that's just the landlord's cut. The creators on YouTube collectively made far more. They had to. Otherwise the platform dies. That's the math. The tenants always generate more wealth than the platform extracts. Always. Here's the wild part. YouTube made $60 billion. But independent research put the global creator economy at $250 billion that same year. Oxford Economics found YouTube's US ecosystem alone supported 500,000 full-time jobs. Thumbnail designers, video editors, script writers, entire industries that did not exist before the platform arrived. The landlord laid the tracks. The tenants built the empire. This isn't just a media phenomenon. Look at Shopify. The platform itself pulled in $11.5 billion in 2025. Impressive number. But the merchants using Shopify, they processed nearly $380 billion. The tenant economy is 33 times larger than the landlord's revenue line. That's not a bug. That's the business model. Hashtag AI wealth. Distribution pattern repeats across platforms. The pattern holds everywhere. Apple's App Store, 1.3 trillion in sales. Trillion with a T. Apple collected zero commission on over 90% of it. Amazon's third-party sellers? They built an ecosystem vastly larger than Amazon's own retail operation. The conclusion isn't subtle. The real wealth sits with the builders, not the landlord. So why does everyone still bet on the platform? That's next. Here's the truth. The keys were sitting on the table the whole time. Most people walked past. Why? Because we've watched this movie twice before and completely missed the plot. 2005, YouTube launches. Everyone dismisses it as cat videos. 2007, the iPhone arrives. Serious people debate whether it'll hurt PC sales. Nobody sees Uber coming, or Instagram, or the fact that a phone was about to eat half the economy. We spent both waves asking the wrong question. We're doing it again. The information was everywhere. People didn't miss YouTube or the App Store because they lacked access. They missed it because of the friction of feeling foolish. Making videos in your bedroom in 2006 felt narcissistic. Building an app for a phone felt trivial. That exact same barrier, the fear of looking foolish automating your workflow or talking to a chatbot, is active right now. Here's what you need to understand. That embarrassment is the signal. It's not a warning to stay away. It's the exact place where asymmetric opportunity lives. Which brings us to the last piece. AI isn't a product, it's infrastructure. Hashtag AI infrastructure reality. When you stop treating AI like a consumer product and start treating it like infrastructure, the questions change completely. Most people are still asking the fear questions. Will this replace copywriters? Will it automate analysts? That's product thinking. You're asking what gets taken away. Infrastructure thinking asks what becomes possible. What job types exist now that didn't before? What business can one person run that used to require 20? The winners aren't the ones avoiding displacement. They're the ones building toward capability that didn't exist last year. That's the reframe. Let's look at how this historically plays out. 3 phases. Every platform. Phase 1. The app phase. Everyone argues about UI and benchmarks. Phase 2. Infrastructure. Early builders step in. Entire categories of work become cheap and fast. Phase 3. Ecosystem. The dust settles, and the tenant economy completely dwarfs the landlord. That last phase is where the real wealth lives. Always has been. Hashtag AI wealth distribution pattern. Here's where you need to pay attention. YouTube is deep in phase 3. Smartphones, phase 3. The AI conversation, still crawling out of phase 1. The asymmetric opportunity sits entirely in that gap. I've watched enough technology cycles to know what this moment means. The window to become a founding tenant, someone who builds early, owns distribution, and captures value before the land grab ends, is wide open right now. Most people are still arguing about the product. The builders are already claiming territory. Hashtag AI wealth distribution pattern creates new job categories. If we apply those historical patterns, we can pretty much predict what's coming. Entirely new job titles. Just like YouTuber sounded absurd in 2004, agent orchestrator will become a normal, highly paid role. Solo founders will run sophisticated AI operating stacks for $3,000 to $12,000 a year. That's a 95% reduction in operating costs, and naturally, a massive second-order economy will bloom around it. Trust verifiers, ethics auditors, the plumbing nobody saw coming. Hashtag AI infrastructure. Cost collapse benefits builders. And here's the structural gift nobody saw coming. The new landlords, OpenAI, Google, Anthropic, are competing so aggressively for your tenancy that they're practically giving away the concrete. The Stanford AI Index reported that the cost of running AI inference has already dropped by more than 280 times. 280. They are deliberately driving down the cost of intelligence just to win your business. The platform war is your subsidy. That's not charity, that's strategy. And it works in your favor. Hashtag AI wealth distribution pattern. The landlords are subsidizing your rent right now just to win you. History guarantees the tenant economy will dwarf the platforms themselves. The only variable left is whether you push through the friction of feeling a little foolish today, or stand on the sidewalk and watch a massive wealth transfer happen for a third time. The AI economy is yours to build. So what are you going to build? By the time most people figure this out, it'll be too late. Follow for more.